Hi everybody, it's Mr. D in the middle with Mr. D1 at blogspot.com, and I wanted to address two questions I get often at this point in the program, around lesson 2, lesson 3. And the first one is, do you give an award to the class that wins forbidden pattern? And the answer is no, I don't do that. But that doesn't mean that you can't do that. It's whatever works for you, whatever motivates you with your students and motivates your students. So what I do is display the score prominently on my whiteboard in the front, large, and so they can see. And I make sure that from the very first day I make a big deal out of that score and the competition between them and me. And I also have noticed that between my two periods of sixth graders, they compete against each other, and that's something that sort of naturally happens. And I kind of spike that a little bit, and I call attention to it in a very delicate way. You know, I want it all to be positive. And then this seventh grade boys always want to be the seventh grade girls, so I use that a little bit. And the eighth graders are a little bit less, they're so good at the game by then that, you know, they're not so competitive, but they still want to win, and we still have a good time with it because I do everything I can to keep it interesting, which is the second question that I get. How do you keep the game interesting? And it's as much philosophy, this S-cubed program, as it is a method. And part of the philosophy is using your personality to engage those students so that the learning is so fun and seamless that they don't really notice they're learning. So during the game, in the first week of school, I'm doing things, I teach them about the distractions, as you know. So they know that I'm doing that, and that's really important that you do that. And I make a big deal out of how competitive I am and how much I want to win, right? In fact, what we want is for them to win. So in the game the first week, I do things like I work to correct their posture and their hand motions in a positive way, make sure they're spacing things properly. But by the second week, they're getting pretty good, so I start to do more and more distractions, and I act as though I'm not doing it, and I'll say, are you going to question me, like seriously, that you think that I would stoop so low as to try in this moment to help you lose? And of course that's the relationship that I choose to build with them. And when I do it, they're more focused than ever. Today, I pretended I needed to sneeze, and they had 2 points and I had 1. And so I walked over to the tissue box, I picked it up, and I did a really fake sneeze. And they knew it was fake, but I had their attention so well that I did my forbidden pattern, and the sixth graders who are beginners at this game were so focused, of course, nobody's saying the forbidden pattern. So you have to do things like this. You can't just play the game day after day or it's going to be drudgery. You can't do anything just day after day or it's going to be drudgery. There has to be some fun mixed in there, so we have to do that in our other parts of our other lessons as well. So that's what I do. You have to find ways that work for you, and as we advance in the game, you'll be teaching more techniques. You'll always be teaching through the game, so there'll be more and more things to add in, but always having fun with it is going to be very important, or just will become drudgery like any other thing that we do in our lives. So have a great time with it, and think of all the ways you can connect with them, tease them, enjoy them, make them laugh during the game, and it'll be exactly what it needs to be to help them learn. Have a great day.